concise and compelling case. What do, or how do Arab critics or Jewish critics or anybody who says, no, that's, how do they answer this? These are facts. How do they answer it?
Are you asking how people will answer what Gloria
Yes.
has put over in her film? I'll tell you how they'll answer it. They won't see it.
Can I give an example? I'd like to give an example. This is an example from the screening that was done in a Cineplex in San Antonio, Texas. And it was a full house, and about, I don't know, I think it was 10 or 12 young Muslim men walked into the auditorium. They didn't look like they were involved in interfaith work. And they sat at the top row of the auditorium. And actually the organizers of that event took photographs of everyone in the auditorium because they were quite concerned. And our assumption is that they came because they were going to confront and challenge, et cetera, et cetera. And they were so frustrated that they could not do that, that by the time I was finishing up my remarks, they, in a group, marched down the steps with frustrated looks on their face and just walked right out. And they weren't waiting in the parking lot.
My own experience is that when irrational critics of Israel, when deeply hostile critics of Israel are presented with truths of which they are genuinely unaware, such as the indigenous, such as the unique rights of the Jews to the land, such as the legality of Israeli actions, such as the racism of Palestinian aims to create a state of Palestine ethnically cleansed of Jews. When these points are made to them, the effect is quite cataclysmic for them, because it destroys the entire intellectual edifice on which they have based their hatred, and they can't deal with it. And the result, the result of that is that they go to quite extraordinary lengths not to hear any of this. They will not come to presentations like this. They will not enter into argument or discussion. This is why we have this tremendous demonization of people who support Israel. It is in order to shut the debate down because they can't take it. So truth is a very powerful weapon. The problem that we face is that this side of the argument is denied the platforms on which to make this message more generally available. It will be wonderful if Gloria's film could be on national TV or in cinemas, which had popular appeal. The problem is getting such material onto those platforms. Once it's on those platforms, then there is no argument, because some of these truths are incontrovertible and the arguments are overwhelming. And that is why there is such effort made to keep these arguments out of the public domain, unfortunately.
Could I ask a question?